This week on Campus Update, HBHS's Sweet Children Art Show, Let's Keep Our Campus Clean. Sports Update, starting the ice hockey season, the government shutdown in 25 seconds or less. Test-taking strategies with Nigel, the new optional drug test. Upcoming titles are discussed in this week's Nerd Word, and finally, a look at our marching band.
Hello Oilers, I'm Addison Love, and this is your Campus Update. Our school's art department has been working hard, and recently they had an art show displaying some of their work. Here's Shay with the story.
On October 18th, Sweet Children, Huntington Beach High's first annual Halloween-themed art show, was held at a gallery on Beach Boulevard that changes its name for each art show. For this event, it was called the Ghoulery. Art classes 2 and 3 presented spooky paintings, sculptures, drawings, and digital art. People attending this event were encouraged to dress up for the occasion.
If you haven't noticed all of the trash lying around campus after lunch, it's only because our supervision and janitorial staffs have been working so hard trying to keep HBHS clean. We have a beautiful campus, and we want to keep it that way. Picking up trash is something that's so easy to do if everyone participates, so please help keep our campus clean. They fly under the radar sometimes, but our school has its own ice hockey team. Here's Roz with this week's sports update.
It's ice hockey season out here, and the Oilers have their name written all over it. Anaheim Ice will be housing their games for the rest of the season, and I got a chance to talk with a couple of the teammates on how it's gone so far.
My name is Cole Riddle. I'm Sean Bideman. I'm on the varsity ice hockey team, and I play forward. Our first game against Corona Del Mar went pretty solid. We came out with a victory against a pretty good team, and I put in some work myself with 4 goals. The Oilers have had a team for about 2 years now. I like that we can go out there and just work hard, and we have a chance to take down any team. It just depends on how well we play with each other.
It's a fun environment, just playing for the school and just having fun.
Come support your team on Saturdays at Anaheim Ice on Lincoln Boulevard.
The government shutdown ended a couple of weeks ago, but we may not be in the clear yet. I'm going to take the next 25 seconds to explain what happened. On October 1st, Congress tried to approve a continuing resolution to raise the debt ceiling, allowing us to pay the bills we had already allocated money for in the national budget. The majority of the House of Representatives saw this vote as an opportunity to withdraw funding from the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, and the majority of the Senate wanted things to proceed the way they were. Neither party would budge from their positions until October 16th, when a bill was passed that would fund the government through January 15th and temporarily raise the U.S. debt limit until February 7th. The government employees have returned to their jobs, but we're left to wonder whether or not we'll just meet this problem again in 2014. Only time will tell. In other news, now that the school year is in full swing, students may be stressing about the many tests and quizzes being assigned. Here's Nigel with some tips on the best test-taking strategies.
Hey guys, Nigel here. Today's topic is tests. Now that you know how to get that pesky homework out of the way, it's time to move on up to the big league. Scrimmage is over. Now it's game day. Alright, so first things first, no more staying up till 2 a.m. watching Netflix and vines that your friends liked on Facebook. If you want to test your full potential, you gotta be rested up. There's this really handy website called Sleepy Time, which calculates the time you need to fall asleep based on your sleep cycle. So if you have to wake up at 7 a.m., then these are the optimal times to fall asleep. While taking your test, stay calm and take your time. It is important to feel comfortable while you're testing. Rushing will only cause you to forget things and second-guess yourself. If you have trouble staying away from your phone, just put it on Do Not Disturb mode. Well, good luck with your test, Oilers. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back to my studies.
You may have heard about our school's new optional drug testing program that will be put into effect soon. We've looked into it, and we've got Shay here with all the facts.
Beginning last month, Huntington Beach High School students began being drug tested as a result of being optionally signed up by their parents at registration. This is a 12-panel drug test searching for traces of ecstasy, marijuana, cocaine, various opiates, and other common drugs. 10 students at a time will be picked at random to be tested. Once a student has been signed up, they are not allowed to opt out of the test. In September of 2012, 18-year-old Tyler McLeod, a senior at Huntington High, died of a heroin overdose. This test is intended to prevent further tragedies caused by teen drug addiction.
The nerd world has been exciting lately, so here's James with Nerd Word.
Many fans are disappointed to learn that the video game Watch Dogs, a launch title for the next generation, has been delayed until April of next year. Some are even canceling their pre-orders in frustration. Last week, Assassin's Creed 4 hit shelves and has been well received by fans and given them something to play as they wait for Call of Duty Ghosts to launch on November 5th. Speaking of Call of Duty, many gamers are frustrated by the developers of the game, stating that the people who play it are not real gamers. Funny as it sounds, some are considering that a rejection by one of their favorite companies.
Our school's marching band had a competition this past weekend, so we checked in on one of their practices and asked some members about it.
Yeah, I feel completely confident in this year's competition. We're just about to learn our final part of our show and get on with this year. We've got our Surf City competition coming up November 2nd. We're going to be hosting a marching band competition here at the school.
We have a lot of really new members, so it's going to be good to see them grow over the season. Since we moved up a class, I think we're completely ready to compete in a bigger class. I think my favorite song out of the set is Live and Let Die, because our show is James Bond themed, so
We've got a whole bunch of bands coming in from all over California. Yeah, it'll be fantastic.
And that puts a cap on our campus update this week, Oilers. See you next time.